I love the bike. I love the design. I love it all.
Yeah.
The stickers, I don't know.
Hey guys, this is Ring from the Ring. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel is all about motorcycles. That's right, you found a channel that basically covers a lot of bikes. Hopefully we'll get more. If not, well, at least we got this one. That's right, this one. As you can see, no, it's not this. It's the BMW S1000 or S1KRR. That's right, if you recall my channel, I've had the M1000R and the M1000RR respectively in white and black. They were really nice to ride, except that I never done video on the M1000R, but I have done video or two on the M1000RR, and that was super awesome, except for at that time I had the H2. I had the H2 along with that M1000RR, and ultimately I decided to stick with the H2, the H2 carbon, that is. But of course, as you know, I've already switched the bike by the time you watch the video, and because of the lineage that I have with sports bikes, I've come to a full circle. I figured that sports bikes are my bike. I gone through phases of many different bikes and basically never really got along with naked bikes, but everything else I really love, and I can't really decide. So I keep on going Harley, sports bikes, Harley, sports bikes, Harley, naked bikes, that type of stuff, you know. If not Harley, then a lot of BMWs. You can see my channel as well that I had a lot of other BMWs, the Chopbush R18 and R18 with fairings, you know, just basically a lot of BMWs and Harleys and touring bikes and adventure bikes. As you can see, I am more inclined with the sports bike scene for some reason. I just like sports bikes more, either because of its shape, because of its power, because of how it looks. After I don't know how many bikes you guys haven't even seen on the channel, that sports bike is my kind of bike. So with that, the last new sports bike I had on this channel that was featured was the RRR. The RRR I've missed ever since I got rid of it, pretty much. Like, I mean, the night I'm like, oh man, I don't have that RRR in my garage, and I just like really miss it. And I've been meaning to get one back. Although matte black wasn't my color, the gold rim of the black was really a standout. It was really good. I loved it. And then the 25 RRR came out, and I really wanted that, and I thought I could have gotten one. Somehow the dealer said that they could, but they probably have to maybe search a bit, and perhaps I will get one. And so I'm like, and then this popped up. Because of the, you know, background I have with BMW, I know that their stuff is great. You know, I had the M3, so I know that, you know, their stuff, even the modern stuff, is awesome. It's super amazing. The other stuff that I had from BMW, adventure bike, the GS, they were awesome. I mean, GS is one of the best riding bikes ever, in my books anyways. So, but back to this story. As soon as I found out that this machine was available, this machine is it's the M Sport, and the M Sport allows you to get the carbon wheels, to get the carbon and the other extra, maybe the billets and whatnot. You probably pay more going aftermarket. Now say, okay, if you don't like the carbon wheels from BMW, then, you know, then that's your choice. You could get other ones, BST, whatnot. But I like the fact that the BMW carbon wheels are covered by BMW. So there's that bonus, you know, getting it with. And also, and I don't have to do the aftermarket route where you gotta go and get them switched, meaning an extra trip, because I can't carry wheels to the shop. Besides the fact that the white one allows you to get the option M carbon wheels, white was the color I was gonna get, because this year they introduced, as you all know, for 25 they got that gray, so it's kind of nice, but it's metallic, I think. And I think part of it is matte, and like I said, I don't really enjoy matte machines. With that, it's either the red, the passion, the black, or the white. So in the white you get to have carbon wheels. So but besides that, I mean, I wanted the carbon wheels, and white is the only color unless you go M. We don't have an M yet, I think. I don't think there are any M's in Ontario yet, at least in Toronto area. So but the BMW do excel. You can see that? You get, like standard, you get heated grips, and you get a lot of other goodies. But you get this convenient wheel here, so-called. Makes it easy to operate your system. So besides heated grips, you get your cruise control, which is a lot more useful than a lot of folks think. I've had enough cruise controls to know that, you know, sometimes I could ride no hands, left hand, and not just right hand. So, you know, it takes the strain off when you do feel strained. I'm not saying everybody will feel strained riding a bike. You know, some people's dexterity are better than mine, but mine's not that great. So for a day ride, it's great to have cruise control. I'm gonna pull up here, show you a little bit of this bike. In the same spot. Let's just park it right here. It's nice and empty today. Kickstand down, it'll turn off. Perfect. Before I get off my bike and show you the bike, my bike, if you're sticker phobia, if you're against stickers, leave. I mean, you don't like stickers, you don't like putting stickers on your cars or your bikes, well, this is not your car or bike, this is my bike. So for that, show you how this bike, my bike, looks. S1000RR, that blue caliper in the front right here, a lot of people don't like. I feel it's okay. I don't hate it. If it was red, I probably like it a lot more. This pipe right here on my bike is so-called the Titan, the Akrapovic Titan exhaust. Now they're just as quiet as the one that's not named Titan. The box is not as ugly as the one that's not named Titan. The carbon wheels, you could see that it's shiny, which is cool. I mean, if you get any other wheels, they're not like shiny like that. Like if you get a magnesium forged, aluminum forged, it doesn't matter. It's not like that. The wheel here, with my shadow in it, is got stickers all over it. Stock, okay? These are stock stickers. It lightened these wheels up. It's okay. It's M color, so it's cool. But these carbon wheels, they're the bomb, man. They've been on these bikes for a while now. They're trustworthy. And next thing I want to show you on the 25, I'm not quite sure if it's any different than the year before, but the Gillis, I don't know if it's called Gillis. I'll just pronounce it Gillis. Correct me with your pronunciation. These are better looking than the other sets that came with the other, even the M. You go back to my M video and I've showed you, but these look better. The position so far, I was determining if I should put it up on 30. You'll be like, yeah, you know, on a road, I mean, you don't need 30. Yeah, I got short legs, so maybe for me, 30 will work. It might be more comfortable. Now, this I want to get rid of. A lot of people, they get their tail tidy, but they don't take this out and they have this part on. So what's it for? I don't know. Like, I mean, tell me. I'm asking. I don't know what this would be for if you're not gonna have a passenger. Now, a lot of people don't like the fact that this year they switched out this color, the frame, the tallest frame color, and the lower rear swing arm color. I don't mind it. It was black, it'll be cool, but the light lightens the whole, you know, the bike is more light color. It's I don't know, I like it actually. Black was cool. This is cool too. The only thing I don't like, and obviously, you know, I want to switch, is this here. Not so much this, okay? This is fine to me. It's pretty much the same as my Triple R, the way it looked, but not the way it sounded. The one on Triple R was a lot louder, which I like. So I didn't really have the urge to switch it out, but this here is not, it's pretty quiet, as you probably see in the video. The frame here is I don't know, like maybe they could have done this with another color. The black seems old, I don't know. But what's really cool is that it comes with the lithium battery. Lithium battery is awesome. I could leave this in the winter, turn it, like put it in that position in the winter, it'll probably still last for a week.
like it won't go dead. And a lot of people talk about this as well, and even more people talk about this. When you take this out, what sucks is that, well, you think, you know, you take it out and it'll be cool, right? You don't have a reflector. Well, you don't, but then you have a rectangular indent. It's really noticeable. It's probably more noticeable than this. So I'm not gonna take this off unless I switch the whole fender right here to carbon or something, because this is hard plastic, and you see it? Yeah, it's pretty gross, but comes with the bike. What are you gonna do, right? A few $100 you can solve that, and you get steel brake lines, which is very important to some people. You know, they'll straight up switch it out if it's not. And this color, that's right, this color, I don't know. I think they're trying to match this to the frame. It's okay, I don't mind it, it works. Now this, I already had an order for a black one. The PUIG brand, however you pronounce the word. I don't want to pronounce it wrong, so I'm just gonna spell it out. I don't want it clear. Here's a brother. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
I never done that, Bo.
Oh yeah, no.
Crocs on a bike. I don't know, man.
Mind if I hear it?
So let's see. I'm gonna start it up for this dude here. So it's quiet. Even if I rough it up, it's not gonna be loud.
It's not loud, but it's a refined sound now.
So brother there came to talk to me for a bit. The color on this, I'd say it's a little better than the pre-25, let's say. I like how the scheme is better. Like the here, it's better. Well, a lot of people actually think the front wing is better than the previous versions. I sort of agree, although I don't remember exactly how the older ones look. This one looks nice. This is, I don't know if it's a different shape than the previous year, but I find it more pleasing looking at this. And of course I got the M chain, okay, you can see the gold chain, right? So this time I didn't have to pay for a gold chain. It's the M endurance chain, and it's gold. Oh, speaking of endurance, check this out. The seat, but this whole bike is for a sports bike, for a liter bike. I mean, and you know, I've been on quite a bit of liter bikes and other sports bikes. This liter bike is tall. If you're a novice rider, I would not recommend this setup right here. The seat, of course, that is what I'm trying to say. Get the lower seat. And there are a bunch of options. If you're short and a novice rider, switch that seat. Switch that seat. First thing. Now back to the front here. See, these really stick out, and they seem like it's an annoyance. It's not aftermarket looking, but I like these. I like these mirrors. I don't like the fact that they have the signal lights. I would like them if they were, say, here integrated with the lights, like, you know, how the M cars are. They could have done it, but I don't know. I don't like this. The mirrors are fine. So as you heard, the brother told me he don't like stickers. You know, maybe not particular these stickers. He just doesn't like stickers. But like I said, and he also mentioned, it's my bike. I like these stickers. That's why they're on my bike. My bike. So there's not too much more to show. I got these tech spec pads that keep on coming off, because these are not for this bike. These are for a Suzuki GS8R. I sold that bike before I actually got these put on, and so I figure, you know, use them first and see if they'll work. If they won't work, and I'll get the ones for this bike. This billet bits, you know, they're awesome, adjustable and all. You got your protector here. You know, I don't go on the track, but still it looks cool. You know, it looks the part. I got more stickers. You know, if you know these stickers, you know these stickers. You know, if you're into anime, you know these stickers. If you don't, well, you don't like it. You're probably not watching anymore, are you? But anyhow, I'm gonna go back on a bike. Sports bike is my kind of bike, and this bike just allows me to feel at home. Besides the fact that this bike is really tall, everything else is perfect. And you know, I actually mentioned that there's a lot of amenities in this bike. Well, there's one that's really nice, although some have complained. There's a hill hold. I like it, because sometimes you're on an incline, you don't even know, and you're at light. It's just a hassle. So besides those amenities, this bike is also one of the most comfy sports bike I've ever ridden. And I didn't have any pain issues or anything. You know, it's not like it bothered me at all. So this bike has it all going for me. So if you're into sports bikes, I definitely urge you to try this one. So there's a hill hold. Check it out. Hill hold. Let go. Okay, you're not moving. Okay, I'm on an incline. You can see it's a slow incline.
but there's an incline and I don't know how to do anything, so that's convenient. And then you could release it like that and it won't bother your takeoff, your feathering or whatnot. You could release it first, you know, and then but regardless, this bike is super amazing. It goes like that and it's gentle if you want it to be. Oh, I just forgot, speaking of gentle, I have to go gentle. I don't have too much gas, so I think I'm gonna go young maybe, just so that I could get more maybe gas at the gas stations and young. I don't think that there is any, you know, rough edges on this bike. After all, it's been out forever, and even in this so-called iteration, it's been a few years, so everything is all smoothed out. If there were any glitches, it's gonna be ironed out. There's no bugs, not that I know. Hey, we found gas. Perfect.